And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Starting on the mound in this one, Shota Imanaga. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what.
This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. Coming home. Safe, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Brent Rooker in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And another ball. Tucker, the runner at second with one away. Fastball is outside. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And gone. And they add a pair. It's 3-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One out, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. Outside corner, there's a strike. Happ went deep in his most recent game. And that's in for a strike. Line drive and a foul ball. 0-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And a foul ball. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the second game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board, and that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players could find themselves back in this ball game.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Now a fly ball to right center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. He's there. He's got it. And that is second inning set to go. Turner climbs in on that right side. Shota back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And the batter now is Reese McGuire. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Where'd that last pitch miss? Shota, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. And that clips the inside corner. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the dirt, 2-2. That one drilled left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki matched a homer in his last game.
0-1.
And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the lefty with the 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Tommy Edman stands in now, looks at that one inside. Suzuki takes his lead at third with 1 away. That one down the line. Knocks it down. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit. Michael Bush coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Man at first with 1 gone. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. On the ground to third. Now he launches a throw over his head. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Rob Refsnyder digs in now, late with the swing there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's to third, and it stays fair. One runs in. Pat fires it in. Runner holds it third, so just one across on the play.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So two in scoring position with one out. Shea Whitcomb now at the plate. Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. He beats the tag. 4-3, they take the lead.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Back to the top of the order now. Now the A's designated hitter. Masataka. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground, right side. Over to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We head on now to the back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Lee right there to make the grab. 2 down. Here's Kyle Tucker. Right side. And foul ball. 2 outs. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Solo homer. She crushes that one to right field. He flexes his power with that swing. 3rd home run of the season. And this game is tied. It's 4-4.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Brent Rooker, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. In there, and it's 0-1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 5-4.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down in half, up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Half lays off.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And that skips into dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground to the left. Slings it across, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. And now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Left field. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Dansby Swanson. On the ground to short, Wickham. Fires across the diamond, and Swanson is set down. And the batter will be Justin Turner. Fly to left his first time. That one missed. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. He's someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is, beat it with that. I want to hit the ball out front. I want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. That's what he is trying to do. Out to center, Lee. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Reese McGuire. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, out to short. Throws to first. 3rd out. Cubs are down quietly. They lead at 5-4. Bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Tommy Edman at the plate. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1-1 now. And there's a ball.
2-1.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Right side, hard hit. Turner steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now Rob Refsnyder. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Fouled off. He was late. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
0-2 now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They trail it 5-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. That's to third. The throw to first. 1 away here in the 5th. So the lineup flips over. So here's Horner now. That one's in there, 0-1. Line drive. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. The throw in, and he's there at third with a triple.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And now, Michael Busch. That clips the corner.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Squirts away from Langoliers. No advance, though. One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Suzuki. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Tucker, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one to first and a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Fair ball. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Right through there for a strike. That's out to center field. Lee under this one. Squeezes it, and that is that. Get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Shea Whitcomb. This to third, and that's a foul ball.
You know, these A's doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Chop to third. Tosses across to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So the batting order turns over. Masataka Yoshida up next for the A's. Center field. Crow Armstrong moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. Nothing across. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. A little bit low.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 2-2. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Turner in the box again, takes the strike. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Get out of town. And JT blasts it out. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-4. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now here is Reese McGuire. On the ground to third. Kim. Throw to first in time. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. That one pushed to the left and foul. That misses. Ball 2. And that one in the air center field. Lee hauls it in to end the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 7. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Boyd back to work. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Hit weakly on the ground, and that's just foul. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool. So here's the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-5.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position.
New pitcher now, Ryan Brazier. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Tommy Edman up next for the A's. And fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Not close with that one. 1-2 to count. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And here is Shea Langoliers. And that one hops the wall. One runs in, and the tying run puts on the brakes at third base. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Tags the runner for one. Over to first. Safe. So digging in, Shea Whitcomb. Fought off foul. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball. 2 straight.
And the 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay tries to get back and save.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to.
So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Now the batter now, Ha-Sung Kim. Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That's down and in. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. The 1-2 gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. So they get three and draw even. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Hit on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit, right side. Edmonds slings to first. And that quickly 2 away. And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's a base hit. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brent Rooker. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. And that is that. So no runs here in a base. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Thielbar.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Sliced hard but foul. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. 8-7, they take the lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
No outs. Runner at first. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. Runner on the go. A's leading by a run. Runner goes again. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Runner on at first with one gone. Tommy Edman up next for the A's.
1-0.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. That one is gone. Third home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 10-7.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up for the A's, Rob Refsnyder. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss there. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Number 43, the lefty. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's a 3-run game at 10-7. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to be. On the mound now, Shintaro Fujinami.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
The A's leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In the air, left side. Kwan makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Shea Whitcomb. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Now a chance for Masataka Yoshida. And it's fouled away. The A's looking to add another. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Coming home. He'll score easily. The throw into second. Tag, and he's in there.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Kim in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. On the ground to third. To first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And here is Jung-Hoo Lee. That one ripped but foul. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So, man aboard. Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. That's a base hit as a run scores.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. Into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard. Here comes the skipper. Ryan Presley will take over. Ready to make his season debut. Next up for the A's, Tommy Edman. And that one hammered. That's back there. Going, gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 15-7.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing. A miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that's the inning. 3-run shot for the A's. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in, Reese McGuire. Right down the chute, 0-1. Line drive and a base hit and a good start to the inning. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. On the ground, 2 ball. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not...
And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. 2 on with 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Michael Busch. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and now it's 15-9. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. Busch leads off first with 1 away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Kim makes the catch. Out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Up and in, and it's 1-0. 2 runs across in the inning here at the top of the 9th. And another ball.
2-0.
They're down to their final strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
This could end it. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 3-2. That one to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
15-9 is our final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Athletics. First pitch. Just about ready to roll. Today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
2-1.
In the air, right field. Suzuki makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game.
1 ball,
make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field, and that one's gone. His second home run of the series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
He was late there. Strike 1. Tucker with a homer in his last game. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's going to be Brent Rooker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one hooked foul. Next pitch is outside.
That's ball 2.
Tucker, the base runner at first with 1 out.
We got a full count.
In the dirt, blocked. Steps off, checks the runner at first. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's got
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, Cade Horton. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we're level. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Keston here up to hit now. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong puts it away for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Steps on first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back there, and that's going to bang against the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Hit in the air, left field. Brings it in, and that'll do it. The A's get one on this homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching A's baseball on the show NorCal. And we're back. Second inning set to go. At the plate, Michael Busch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Busch, in his second season, batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Inside, just missed.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Swinging a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Kim with the throw to first. And Swanson is set down.
Batting 8th, catcher Carson. Kelly.
2 outs, base is empty. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one the other way. Makes the catch, inning over. And the Cubs are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Horton back to work. Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And now the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. So up next, Ha-Sung Kim. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one not close, and it's 2-0.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3 through 2. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Corner, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Handles, throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So now Turner in on that right side. And there's a strike.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
On the ground, Kim throws to first in time, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now a chance.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And another ball.
You know, these Athletics definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-1. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Castanera. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Out towards right center. That's well struck, and no one can get there. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 3-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Kwan now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Ranging back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. Doubled in his first AB. And a swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swings through that one.
0-2.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying. And that is gone. That one felt good. And they add to their lead. It's 5-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Edman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Inside.
Oh, inside.
And a count 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Langoliers stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Brad Keller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit, and that extends the inning. Next up for the A's, Ji-hwan Bae. Fly to center his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Brent Rooker, the next Cub to hit. And that one got a piece of him.
That got him.
Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. That one ripped. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Second and third, one away. Top half of inning number 4.
One ball.
In the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're down here. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Kim now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Now at the plate, Hesung Kim to the right side. Horner over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Foul ball there. The A's looking to add another. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's hard hit on the line. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The A's strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. And we're back. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Senga back to work. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Kelly measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. That misses. 1-0. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. He swings and fouls one off.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Here's Nico Horner.
That one hurts right there, as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
And that is out of play. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Smoked on the ground a second. Third out. That ends the frame. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki.
Ball.
This one in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
Man at second. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle, Swanson. Tosses to first, and they get Edman for the out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. And it's out of here. He hammers one out to right. His second homer of this series. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Ji-Hwan Bae will hit next. On the ground to first, Bush. Inning over. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now top of the 6th inning. And now the DH, Brent Rooker. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
So I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Popped up. Kim settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch misses.
Hey.
That one missed.
Hey, 2.
Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Offense held in check. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Daniel Palencia.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So digging in, Hesung Kim, 1 for 2. They say you're winning. 1 out, bases empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. Out of here. Hesung Kim with his first major league home run. A special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground right side. 2 down. Keston Hiura up next for the A's. That one at triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. The A's get one on this homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And that one missing low.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Now the catcher up to hit, Carson Kelly. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1. The Athletics up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Oh, he can't bring it in. Around first and hustling for second. Gets off a throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good swing. On that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
High fly ball out towards left field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. So back to the top of the order. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Fly ball down the line, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. And there's two gone following the strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
No chance at reaching that breaking ball as he was clearly fooled in the 0-2 count. And pitch recognition is so key. Didn't see the spin, wasn't able to lay off of it and understand that if it starts at a certain point, it's going to end up off the plate away. He took a pass at it, and he came up empty.
Horner at third with two away. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Horner comes around to score, and it's 8-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Lee should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. Makes it safely. It's a leadoff double in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now, Rob Refsnyder. Turner gets it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now here is Harry Ford. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position.
Ji-Hwan Bae up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Swanson tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out. So 2 down now, and here is Ha-Sung Kim. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And that is that. We go to the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Fly ball center field, Lee. And there's 1 away. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. 2 to count, base is empty. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. So coming into the game now on defense, Shea Whitcomb. He's the new third baseman.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first. That's the third out. This one pretty well. So digging in, Hesung Kim. He's already homered in this game. Thielbar back to work. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Sends it to first, and they get the out. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there.
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look.
All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. There's the strike. That's a slider for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Now one gone in the ninth. Next to hit, Ian Happ. Just missed. And Ian swings through it. The A's up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. That's to third, Whitcomb. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much, but you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
Horner, the next to hit, takes ball one. Right side. And there's two down. So they're down to their final out. Here's Turner now. That pitch in for a strike. And it's 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The Cubs down to their final strike. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.